Is there any relation between genius and ingenious? They seem to mean the same thing, yet when spoken they sound like the negative of each other. What's the secret behind those two words? On the surface, one might think that ingenious is somehow based on the word genius. Interestingly, this is not true. The word ingenious does not actually have the in prefix for negation. Instead, it comes originally from the Latin ingeniosus, which means intellectual, talented, ingenious. At times in history it was also spelled ingenious. Indeed, ingeniosus appears to be the same root that gave us the word engine. Genius was originally different, but evolved to have a meaning that is similar to ingenious. It came to us from Latin, but it was originally Greek. According to the OED, it mainly had the meaning of, approximately, genie or similar type of spirit, in Latin. Figuratively, it was also used to mean characteristic disposition, inclination, bent, turn or temper of mind. In English, German, and most of the Romance languages, aside from Latin, it had the meaning of natural ability, starting around the 1600s. The OED speculates that the meaning of genie was pushed towards the meaning of ingenious because of confusion between the two, that is, their superficial similarity.
Though in view of the answer above, I thought to quote two answers from this Reddit question which retrograde to Proto-Indo-European. I edit them lightly to improve readability. By user Norn, July 26, 2015. The duality goes all the way back to Latin. Genius meant the tutelar deity of a person or place. Ingenium meant innate or natural quality, nature. Both words ultimately derive from the Proto-Indo-European root *gen. To produce, to beget, to give birth. The prefix in has several meanings in Latin. Here it does not have the privative/negation meaning, cognate with English *, but the meaning of in, into. By user Wuricat, July 26, 2015. Originally, the queryord exemplified with 1, incantation and incarceration, and 2, ingenious. In 1 and 2, in is not the same prefix. It is the same morpheme for two different prefixes that happen to become homophonous. In 1, in means not. This in goes back to pi *n-, which gave Germanic languages like English the prefix on dash. In 2, the other prefix in is actually a preverb going back to pi *hn, in, into, which gave Germanic in is greater than English in, within. In Latin, both pi forms resulted in the form in. In other languages, they didn't necessarily become homophones, just as in English, like ancient Greek a, n, and n. English also has two homophonous prefixes that mean different things. Un- meaning not, as said, goes back to pi *n-. In contrast, un- can also mean reversal, opposite, as used with verbs like undo, unlike. This goes back to Old English and d- from Proto-Germanic and dash, from pi *h2nt-. This un- is cognate with ancient Greek anti- and Latin anti.
If wanted to check, we could look at S